more dollars you can get after you've been defeated. Worry about the fight. April 29th, no rematch clause. The winner takes the glory. How about that?
The winner takes the glory, says Fury, and no rematch clause. So what do Usyk and his people think of that? Usyk's promoter, Alex Krasuk, joins us live. Mr. Krasuk, it's always good to speak to you. Thank you for joining us. You heard Fury. What do you think?
Yeah. So we are not here to use some rude words, so I will try to be polite. As Usyk said, the greedy belly is still hoping to find a way to pull out. So we knew it before, we know it now, and we know. So as soon as Usyk accepts, let's imagine he accepts no rematch clause, Fury will still be searching for another thing to find and to pull out of the fight. I tell you why. He bluffed, and Usyk called his bluff. This is 100%. So he didn't expect Usyk will accept 70-30. Number two, he was not in a training camp, and we saw next morning those theatrical performances, like he was pretending jogging, then he was pretending fighting someone in the ring. It's all about nothing. He is not prepared, he is scared to fight, and he will try to find the way to avoid Usyk as long as it is possible.
Those are the words of Alex Krasuk, which is the promoter of Alexander Usyk. And those, me counterpunching what he had to say, I have to agree with. Because based on the explanations, the bluff, the 70-30. Like, no one really does that being a unified champion. Everyone in their mama knows that was a low blow. Except some delusional Tyson Fury fans, which, you can't really vote them in because they don't really have a sound mind. Anybody fanatical can't think logical, okay? So we knew that was a ploy to get out of this particular fight. And if you notice also, when Tyson Fury found out that Usyk accepted that deal, he came to words, insults. That conveyed anger to me. He was mad, you gappy tooth, ugly little bastard, you bitch, you sneaky MFer. Like all those type of things you're saying about a guy that just accepted your terms. And like I said before, Usyk really just confirmed, like, why wasn't he training this whole time? I've done my due diligence, people, on investigating this particular whole issue. Andy Lee said that Tyson Fury, he ain't seen Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's been everywhere else except the gym. Now, the very next day, he was in the gym, but then the question you ask yourself, why would you want to train after you thought it was going to be done if you figured it was going to be done or you believed that the money that you paid your lawyers and promoters were going to get the fight done? So obviously that tells us really, no, it's told us that you didn't want the fight. You didn't want it. You weren't preparing for it. So if you don't think you're going to go anywhere, and you're still in your pajamas at home, and then someone comes in and then says, hey, let's go somewhere, then you prepare to get ready. That tells us you didn't have any intention on getting your clothes ready, then leaving with whoever. Just using that as an example. That's what Tyson Fury was doing. Tyson Fury he didn't even know who he was going to fight, but he didn't think it was going to be Usyk. But he knew if it is going to be Usyk, he has to train for it. So he didn't think that was going to happen. So all those deals that he was throwing at Usyk was all BS, and he knew it was BS. Because he knew if he was Usyk, there's no way he would take that. And like Eddie Hearn said, that he didn't even want to take 40-60 way back when he drawed with Deontay Wilder. Like, what have you done in the last 3 years, really? You have no belts. The belts were yours. You defended none of them. So really, you weren't a legitimate champion. You beat Vladimir Klitschko. You ran out on it. And, you did a lot of other plethora of things that, that was very destructive. But nonetheless, you still wanted 50-50. So, he wouldn't have taken that 30-70 deal. You know what I mean? In the other guy's favor. So, I just think with Tyson, I think Tyson's trying to get out of it. But I think, my counterpunch to Alex Usyk is, if he wants just one fight, give him one fight, because there's no sense of jumping the highest hurdle, which was a 70-30, which was crazy, and then saying, let's walk away from this negotiation because of no rematch clause. The whole idea is you want to fight for undisputed. That's what you want. You'll get it. Under the shitty circumstances, sure, it's very shitty with the extra stank on it, right? Nonetheless, you will get what you want. But it's the whole thing is, as long as you can get a fair shake in with the judges or with being in the backyard of Tyson Fury. That's the only thing. That's what they should be worried about. They should be worried about the judges. They should be worried about, other factors, how big is the ring, things like that. Because with Tyson Fury trying to get out of it, no, keep pushing his back to the wall, put him, move him in a corner, and don't let him move, don't let him breathe. Accept that no rematch clause, because Tyson Fury's really not, I don't think he really wants to fight legitimate opposition anyway with a rematch clause. So I think give it to him, because I think that's less than anything else. But I think they should keep calling the bluff, because Tyson Fury's definitely bluffing. So if you call it, I think he's going to have to honor it, because there's no way out. Okay, and if he actually does and he finds some shitty way, he will lose credibility. And I believe that Tyson Fury is losing more and more credibility every day, on top of versus Alexander Usyk gaining credibility every day. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.